Wholeness, YouTube. Happy now. All is now. It's a gift to be in the present. Fresh, safe, sunny back in here, putting out my perception into the cloud of the collective to expand the collective consciousness. Okay? You're now tuning into the mind of an algenic moon. Okay? And it is currently Mars Day in the space and location where I'm at. And Horus will be transiting the 8th house, about to enter that 9th house. Okay? So you can feel the vibe. And my last video I did was Saturn in Leo. This will be my continuation. It should be Saturn in Virgo. Okay? So without further ado, let's go. Okay? Look at the 5th space in the sky. This is Leo right here. Okay? Let's go over to the 6th space in the sky, which would be Virgo. Okay? So, yeah, you see the 3 deacons, and yeah, I'm not quite sure what this, the creator of this, if this is supposed to be the Virgin Mary, because that does, and that's also, you know, the constellation of Virgo is associated with that Virgin Mary, okay? So, yeah. Okay, so Virgo, what is the modality of Virgo and what is the element? So this is an earth sign, but this is a mutable earth sign. Okay, so this is being ruled by Mercury. Virgo being ruled by Mercury, this is, you know, a more left brain sign. Okay, just being earth, more bent on communication, but communicating to make sense, to make some sort of, you know, sense. You know, so this is the, you know, characteristics of Virgo. Okay, and you know, the 6th house would be dealing with health, you know, work, routine, yeah, health, whatever you're working on, routine, yeah, on the scheduling on it, and just whatever you're doing on a day-to-day basis. This would be the 6th house. Some astrologers also say this is a house of conflict, but I guess it just depends on, you know, whatever, you know, interpretation you're going for, you know. But okay, so this is Saturn. So let's now compare, you know, Saturn with this. So I think Saturn will mix well with Virgo, you know, with let's say the 6th house, you know, Saturn being that earthy planet, being that planet of reality, that planet of your time, how you go about, you know, using your time to gain some sort of stability in your reality. You know, that's what this planet is for, you know, and planet being that ruler, aka Chronos of, you know, the time. Okay, so with this being here in Virgo and an earth sign, you know, most definitely you are someone who will value, let's say, look at your time, and you would someone who won't be bothered, or you would like to do you won't mind to have a 9-to-5 job. You know, you were someone who will be able to work for whatever your stability, work to gain some sort of stability in your life. Okay, so you're someone who would be able to work, you know, sit down on a schedule, analyze, you know, look things down to the details, you know, when going about gaining some sort of stability in your life. Okay, so you like to make sense, you know, you sit down, you know, okay, you look at reality, you think about reality, you know, internalize this, you practicalize the thoughts you're getting about your reality and how you can go about making shit work in your reality. Okay, so looking at this, you know, you could be someone, you know, who, you know, go about, let's say, yeah, communicating with others, working with others, with Virgo being that adaptable, mutable sign. Okay, so this is like being able to see, you know, communicate in an adaptable way and make sense with, you know, beings you are associated with, you know, and beings who, you know, you connect with, you know, in your reality, you know, with your Saturn here, you know, Saturn, you know, like I say, is the teacher. Okay, so it sort of teaches you, yeah, Jupiter teaches you through experiences and your knowledge and wisdom, but Saturn teaches you through your lessons, limitations, boundaries. Okay, so looking at this, you're someone who will even set boundaries on certain let's say, yeah, you're someone who's able to set boundaries and limitations on certain let's say work fields. You're able to, let's say, like, since you do sit down and practicalize with this Virgo energy in here, you're able to practicalize and see what works for you and what would work for you to be to go about your reality. So yeah, boundaries, restrictions, obstacles. You looking at this, Saturn could teach, in a way, Saturn can teach with this placement is going to work a job that, let's say, that wasn't working for you. You went to work for a job, or you went to work for someone. Didn't have to necessarily be a corporation. You went to work for someone, or just went to do some sort of work for someone, and or anything, and Saturn, let's say, played out a scenario in your life that would force you to be able to detach, okay, from this person, place, or thing that you went to work for. So it's like this is what how Saturn does it. Saturn is more of that, like teacher through experiences and limitations, boundaries. Okay, putting boundaries on, let's say, you can even put boundaries on people you want to work with. You're good at analyzing and setting boundaries and limitations for people you want to work with, based on your reality. And Saturn is deep. This planet, on our, like I say, we all, as within, so without. We all have this in common. So Saturn, like I say, all the planets, but looking at Saturn here, it's like, you're someone who sees reality truly, with a left brain aspect, truly for the logics, the objective, making sense, practicalize, looking at reality truly, for this earthy, this, let's say, 3D perspective in a way. But like I say, we're all spirits in this body here, and you chose to have your planet, your Saturn planet. You put this here in Virgo in this lifetime. So most definitely, depend on the spirit in the body and your frequency, vibration, and what, how you choose to utilize this planetary alignments for you in this incarnation. Okay, so with Virgo here, it's it's more bent on reality. Saturn, can work with this, so just analyzing, let's say, placing limits, boundaries, restrictions on people that won't work for you in your reality in a way, or things, people, places, and things that won't work for you in your reality. Let's put it that way, and you're able to practicalize and analyze and see the people, places, and things that can work for you, or you can work for in your reality to gain that stability, because with this Virgo energy, we have the tendencies to overanalyze, to be that critic, too many thoughts in the head when dealing with reality. But it's just Saturn here, so it's just, this is the Saturn, not no Sun in Virgo. That would be different, but this is Saturn in Virgo. So looking at this, it's like, reality is more of a left brain. Okay, so if I was to say, I don't even want to say reality is perceived the normal way. I'm just, because with me having my Saturn in Aries, it's like, nah, reality is not, let's, just looking at the Saturn placements, we can see how we all look at reality different. But, with this here in Virgo, it's most definitely left brain, more of a left brain sign. It just is what it is. Okay, so birthday sign out. Catch you next time.